Nerdrotic.com.
Let's talk about Doctor Who.
Yay.
Sorry.
So everyone's seen it, I assume.
Yeah, I saw it. I saw it.
General thoughts? What's everyone got?
I thought that the actual episode, when they were just doing the episode stuff, was okay, but I kept getting taken out of it by progressive politics and the whole Timeless Children bit.
Oh, that shit made me sad, man.
It did.
And if you edited that out and you edited the bullshit out, then there was actually a pretty fun Doctor Who episode there.
Okay, a relatively fun, again,
Episode of
7
Doctor
out
Who.
of 10. Exactly. Like that should be episode 4 and 5 in a season. 60th anniversary special.
I don't understand the philosophy behind what's going on with
and
the
it
60th.
it was a bottle episode too. Why do you have a bottle episode?
As one of 3 specials,
It's
yeah.
part of 3 specials, and MauLer and I think Az, we all love Midnight, one of the greatest bottle episodes ever done. But you're talking about 3 specials for your 60th anniversary. You have shown no reverence to the past or anything. They're just regular episodes that aren't very good, and I agree with Az's assessment. It's better than the first one, for sure.
Yeah.
You know, it's the Doctor and Donna, and it has some decent stuff, and then it gets all dry. For the beginning is stupid. With Isaac Newton. Isaac
Newton, correct.
Isaac Newton being race swapped. And then later on, cementing the Timeless Children. I mean, not just cementing it, like, it is like, fuck you, critics of the Timeless Children. It didn't even need to be in the episode. So it was clearly Russell backing his boy, Chris Chibnall, and fuck the fans. By the way, he's such a fucking hypocrite, this guy. So I know Mr. Retardus is making the rounds again. And
Is that the one that was like, well, Agatha Christie didn't fight huge hornets?
but she looked like Agatha
But
Christie.
she looked like Agatha fucking Christie, you dipshit.
And I just pointed out that Russell T. Davies just said a couple of years ago that only gay actors should play gay characters. So which one is it gonna be? He's full of fucking shit. But yeah, the episode itself, there was parts of it I was like not hating until it went to the Timeless Children. Again, it was a big FU to the fans, and it's like, it even ruined Wilfred Mott coming back at the end, which was a sweet little scene.
Wilfred Mott. Oh, now I feel better.
You know, it's great to see him, but I was like, I don't care. I don't even care. And it's setting up the end. And if it's this bad now with David Tennant, guys, how bad is it going to be with Shooty?
I thought it was pretty meh in terms of how the writing went for the episode anyway. Like, in terms of a story, I don't know about you guys, but I really wish they'd committed to horror instead of, like, remember the quote from Russell where he said, this episode's not really as much horror as it is weird.
Yeah.
And I think that they had all the elements they needed to make a scary episode.
Yeah,
absolutely.
And they instead sort of walked around doing some silly stuff.
It had all the right beats, but lacked the bite of things like Satan's Pit and stuff like that. And Midnight as well, you know.
Absolutely. Midnight's one of the scariest Doctor Who episodes.
Yep.
And
humans.
it's psychologically scary. Midnight is unresolved as to what it was, who it was.
It's all imagination. It's like there's a diamond planet that you can't even look at, and there's some entity out there that is something bad. This was kind of the same premise, a little bit, but you had something where you could have had an evil Doctor and Donna who were from, you know,
well, the Void.
it could have been,
you know?
it could have been Lovecraftian. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And they just made it weird.
The special effects were fucking shocking at times. You know, like the extended arm stuff. I've seen the behind the scenes. It's really cool. They made them practical and everything. It's like, oh, that's awesome. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
which is just fun and awesome. But then you also have, like, David Tennant evil version starts running at all fours. Like, it was making me think of Spy Kids 3D a lot.
The
10
thing with
zero.
Doctor Who's never been a great special effect show.
No.
I think it's still something you mention even in good episodes.
Yep.
I'm not saying it's an unfair criticism. I'm just saying Doctor Who we normally give more benefit of the doubt to because of the strength of the writing. But when the writing is all over the place, then things like that do become very noticeable.
Yep. Well,
And
that's when you don't have interesting characters and interesting writing, your eyes start to wander. You know.
And then, you know, like the story. The first question I had, maybe you guys can help me out because I only saw it the one time. Why didn't the captain just blow up the ship to begin with? Just press the button, blow it up. What are they gonna do?
I'd have to watch it again because that seems like a flaw because she had to slow everything down, right?
She had to slow
down.
everything down so they couldn't keep up with her thought process.
The big explanation is
Good question,
that she wants
Mahler.
to destroy them, but they're copying her, so she needs to throw herself out into space so they can't keep copying her, and then she'll set self-destruct so slowly that they can't figure it out before it happens. But why wouldn't, as the captain, you could just press self-destruct, force self-destruct immediately? I don't see why she wouldn't be able to do that. That, for me, kind of like ruined it in terms of just, there's nothing else for me to gain, because most of the episode is spent on them just trying to figure everything out, but they get information incredibly slowly, and then there's like maybe a nice moment or two, but it's not even spent between them. It's spent with the fake versions.
Yeah.
And then there's the Timeless Children thing, which I was like,
So how they mention the Timeless Children is the copy of Donna is able to access her Dr. Donna stuff better than the original Donna. She says the doctor,
So where are you from?
No, but we've done that. We talked about that. All four of us. No, it's Gallifrey.
Except it's not. You don't know where you're from.
and I'm like,
Yeah.
oh.
as soon as she said that, I was like, no.
I was just getting into the episode.
Yep.
Then that happened, and I was like, and I'm out again.
And they mentioned the flux, and they're all, we destroyed half of the universe.
Believe they
So is
fucking
half of the
mentioned
universe still destroyed?
That's
Apparently so.
Gary, isn't that a retcon? I thought that the whole thing was that we destroyed basically everything except Earth. Solar
Except
System.
Yeah.
Earth.
The flux.
It destroyed half the universe because of me.
It wasn't your fault.
I know!
It's like, it wasn't your fault. He's like, I know. And I was just saying, like, what the fuck? We're actually using the flux? Do you think I remember anything about what the fuck all of that was?
I barely remember. I just remember Jupiter blowing up. That's all.
I just remember Earth being the last place.
Yes, it was.
That's what I thought it was, yeah.
Fucking just forget about it, I guess. You know?
If you guys remember, last week I said, hopefully this episode will give us some time between those two. We had barely any time between them that was, like, meaningful. They were just sort of, like, memeing around.
Yeah.
There's so much to catch up on. There's so much to talk about as to why any of this has happened, but they're just not doing it. I guess it's all going to be in the third episode.
I don't think it is. I
The
think
most
it's
of it will be in the third episode, but I'm not going to say how much, because I don't think there is going to be much.
yeah. I think a lot of it is literally superficial level. Bring back Tennant, bring back Donna.
Yeah, it was pure nostalgia bait. Way more attention is put into Shutigawa. By the way, they're shooting seasons back to back, so they're feeling very confident about this because they got some Disney money up front.
Well, you don't you don't have to pop a good rating when A, you take money from the British public,
Yeah.
and then B, you take money from Disney to produce your show. So if Disney say, we'll give you enough money to make 2 seasons, and the BBC are perfectly committed to putting progressive shit all over their TV now, ratings aren't going to mean shit because it's been funded. It was annoying because I think if somebody gets hold of that episode and edits out all the shit, there is an episode of Doctor Who that
There's
yeah,
a good
edit.
15-minute short.
Edit in a bunch more of them actually talking about the things that matter. And then I'd say focus on it being a horror. And yeah, I love the idea of the creatures that they gradually copy you and they need you afraid to learn more about you faster. It's great.
I'm probably going to watch it, the next one, obligatory, and I don't know if I could be bothered with anything else after this. It's like Russell has made it. He's been warning us for years, by the way. He's been like, this is what he was going to do. You know, when he was asked, he had a lot more to say, and we all, oh, he has a lot more to say with the doc. Oh, no.
Can I quote the Doctor?
Yes, you can.
When Capaldi's talking to Missy and Missy's telling the Doctor, oh, you shouldn't trust me. I'm just a horrible person. I'm just, I can't change. And Capaldi's Doctor says to her, that's the thing about hope. It's so tempting. And it's just like, that's, I think, what a lot of Doctor Who fans had, was the idea of maybe there's hope, because fandoms are normally full of very optimistic, forgiving people because you are involved in something that they love. As soon as Russell T Davies was announced to come back, even us, as cynical as we'd been, you can't deny there was an ember of hope in all of us.
Sure. I mean, every time I do a meetup, every time I go to a panel, you see the hope of fandom, and you don't want to shit on it. You really don't. And I still have it too. That's what makes it a good thing. But I wouldn't have a lot of hope for Doctor Who. I just wouldn't.
Nerdrotic.com. Please subscribe.
Hey, if you like what we do here at Nerdrotic Daily, please like, share, and subscribe. And if you could do that with your favorite YouTuber as well, I'm sure they would appreciate it as much as I do.